What is extremely worth the money but no one ever talks about? What is a movie you will never watch again? What ingredient ruins a sandwich for you? Soggy, not fresh tomato. Looking at you, Subway. Huge pieces of meat that when I bite, instead of cutting and eating a piece, I eat the whole thing and the rest of the sandwich is left meatless. That's why I don't like roast beef sandwiches, like that you just can never get a small piece of it. A piece of lettuce that's a little too brown. Or the lettuce piece that's a bit slimy. Sends me right to Gagsville. Soft, cheap bread that gets soggy with the slightest bit of moisture. This is the one thing that will make me reject a sandwich with revulsion. These are the questions I want to see on AskReddit. Honestly, right? Like, finally, some good questions. Warm, wet lettuce on hot sandwiches. Oh, God, it's just so gross. If the condiments is not spread right to the edges and in the corners of the bread. I think I understand this one. I think they're saying, like, so you don't just get one bite full of sauce and then the rest is just dry. Sand. Sand in a sandwich wouldn't be great, but it would be appropriate, I guess. Raisins. Old people always trying to sneak raisins into everything, but I've never heard of it in a sandwich. Sounds effing awful. If you try and sneak raisins into my sandwich, then I think you no longer need your kidneys. What makes a sandwich go from boring to amazing? At the best sandwich places, all the vegetables are basically prepared like side dishes. Marinated, seasoned, grilled, or something. Seasoning and toasting the bread can seriously elevate a sandwich. Someone else making it. I actually saw an article years ago about some study where they basically confirmed this. Smelling and handling the ingredients before eating the sandwich reduces cravings for and appreciation of the finished product. Similar to how the fourth or fifth bite is less exciting than the first because you've gotten used to it. Something very baby-brained about that. Like, you just see food and you're like, whoa, that's awesome. And you try it and then you get bored of it. Salt and pepper on the veggies. Yeah, I mean, extra seasoning never hurts. For cold cut sandwich, I like to add red wine vinegar, pepper, oregano, and a bit of salt. Cutting it in half, diagonally. There is something about the angle that just makes it taste better. Oil, vinegar, salt, pepper, and oregano. Is this really like a standard? Because that's just what people do at Jimmy John's. This future BuzzFeed article is brought to you by the tangy taste of Miracle Whip, good quality bread, and real butter. Once you've got those two elements properly nailed down, the filling is almost irrelevant. Sweet and spicy mustard. Not a huge fan of mustard, but if it is sweet, I could probably go for it. Pesto. I'm not really sure what pesto is, but I guess I'll buy some next time I go to the store. What is used as an insult despite not actually being a bad thing? Get f***ed. Yes, please, LOL. In Malaysia, people say, your mother is green, instead of yo mama things. Moms in colors are probably not that bad, it's just unbelievably random. Pretty boy. Thank you? I think that was supposed to be like a weird way of saying, yeah, I think you're gay, but I don't know. Mother effers are just dads, really. Oh, you know, you got a point. In our family, we call each other pancake, which means pancake. Reminds me of my manager at work where he just calls people donuts when they do something dumb. Bless your heart. Well, that's like a Texan passive-aggressive insult. Dirtbag. A dirtbag is a very useful part of the vacuum cleaner. Clearly, it's a compliment. Nerd. Being smart is a good thing. There's a difference. If used insultingly, it could imply someone who is socially maladjusted, physically unfit, has bad hygiene. Basically, whatever they're obsessive/enthusiastic about coming at the detriment of everything else. A UFO appears in front of you and an alien walks out. They tell you that you can either choose to stay on Earth or take the opportunity to travel the universe and learn its secrets. No goodbyes, and you may never return. What choice do you make and why? Yeah, like I'm falling for that a third time. I'm out of here. I mean, I get to leave and I don't have to say bye? Where do I sign up for this? Depends if the alien looks like E.T. or Predator. I don't know which one you'd prefer in that case. Are you saying you'd like it better as E.T.? Because for me, I'd be freaked out. I am leaving. So done with this place. I'm traveling. I would be surprised by how many people are taking the opportunity, but this place does suck, so I get it. Off I go. I don't have that much going for me here. I'd feel guilty for hurting some people, but I want to know. Before I had kids, I would have said, sure, let's do it. But now that I have kids, I would have already hijacked their ship and flown off before they finished making their offer. I'd never leave my wife and son. I mean, I guess you're better than the last guy. Sure, Who knows? I might get to clap some alien cheeks. Stay on Earth. Are you effing kidding me? This is literally my nightmare. I barely leave the house as is. You know what? That's a valid point. What are some awful things from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s everyone seems to not talk about? In the 80s, acid rain. Well, before Chernobyl even. And there were a lot of bombings by terrorists in Europe, like IRA, RAF, ETA, ALF. Well, guess what? We've got acid rain again. Whoop-de-doo. All the teen girls I knew who went to tanning beds regularly, starting age 14 or so. Glad to see that fall out of style. In high school, 2005-ish, before social media was huge, trends moved slower, and there was a definite point where the hip girls in my city were all trying to look pale, but the girls from the suburbs were still tanning. 25 cent per minute long-distance phone calls. Yeah, a lot of those phone fees, like thank the Lord they're no longer really there. People smoked cigarettes indoors, everywhere. I'll never get over how goofy it was to have a smoking section inside a building, because I guess they just never thought about secondhand. Having a personal collection of music was not that affordable. Movies and such as well. I mean, even today it's not that affordable still. That weird self-tanner and pale lipstick combo. For electronics, load times. Your Windows 95 PC taking 10 minutes to boot. CDs getting ruined in the sun or getting scratched. Call me after 7 p.m. when I have free minutes and I'll tell you. The IT girl and size zero culture in the 2000s, that definitely bled into the gamer zone too in the 2010s, and yikes. What ruins a TV series for you? Reboots written by people who don't understand the characters. Netflix canceling it out of nowhere usually. I do not believe Tall Girl was good enough to warrant a second movie, yet they'll cancel any other good series. Characters that do not make realistic decisions, and when there are no real consequences for characters who make bad decisions. The super smart kid that talks like an adult thing that so many horrible sitcoms do. Characters that don't grow or learn anything from their experiences. Okay, but what if it's the point of the show, like Always Sunny? Forced romances and drama from those romances. Unrealistic dialogue. I haven't seen a show do this in a while, but you can sometimes just feel how unhuman these conversations are. When people keep dying and then coming back to life. You can just say Supernatural. Season 4 usually. Something about a season 4 just really shows the downturn of a show. All the dark scenes. So dark that I can't see what the hell is going on. You can just say Game of Thrones Season 8. Laugh track. I don't think a laugh track inherently ruins a show, but if they are saying the joke and it's not funny, but the laugh track happens anyways, it's bad. What's your best/favorite FU song? Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name. FU by CeeLo Green, and FU by Lily Allen. Yep, those are definitely FU songs. Middle Finger in the Air, Missio, Dope Die, MF Die. I don't know exactly who the artist is in that sentence. No More Mr. Nice Guy by Alice Cooper. You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette. One of my wife's favorite songs. Her first husband cheated on her and left her and her daughter. His loss, my gain. Don't Care Anymore by Phil Collins. Yes, I know, fairly tame, LOL. I Hate Everything About You by 3 Days Grace. What's one of life's simple pleasures that you enjoy? When I'm doing the dishes and I put the bottle of soap down and little bubbles float out. It is nice whenever that happens, unless it gets in my eye and then I freak out. Morning coffee. Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee, and I don't have coffee in the house, so stop talking to me. Being able to open my windows because the weather is finally nice for a day. Weather was looking nicer for me, but now it's snowing and it's cold again. Freshly laundered flannel sheets. I do miss having flannel sheets, but they're just kind of expensive. Sometimes I enjoy standing still, breathing, and staring off at some random point. We'll all have enough horrible moments in our life that we ought to appreciate the ones that might seem mundane. Wind in my face and a twisty country road on my motorcycle. I want to learn how to ride a motorcycle, but I know I'm just gonna crash. Spending time with my loved ones. Aw, that's nice and wholesome. An empty sink. Oh god, you'll never understand this feeling until you live on your own. Taking a dump. It's the one time you're truly at peace, unless it's a really bad dump. Feeling my cat's purrs vibrate against my belly or ribs. What's your favorite way of saying no? I'll definitely think about that. Very business, very professional of you. I'd rather in my hands and clap. In recent years, that has become my absolute favorite. Nah. You see, if you write it out, it just looks like you're saying Hannah weird. Down under, we say, yeah, nah. Sort of like how Californians say, yeah, no. Yup. Why don't you wish in one hand and in the other and see which fills up first? PowerPoint presentation. I mean, if you have the time to set it up, then yeah. Essent, Jerry. Honestly, I wish I was born 23 years ago so I could sell a reliable form of birth control to your parents in order to save me from being rude and screeching no in your face. Nah, fam. I accept the no, but don't call me fam. What's your absolute #1 deal breaker when dating? Having a bad temper. I absolutely won't stay with someone who has that. My mind can't handle it. Being an ugly person inside will turn the hottest girl to a 0 so fast. Being ignored and left on red, but watching them instantly answer everyone else back. Also, broken promises / trust. Bad hygiene. That's a deal breaker across the board, really. If we don't share the same core beliefs, then it's a no for me. I mean, it depends on what the beliefs are. If you're on your phone the entire date, you won't be hearing from me again. Self-deprecation. It's annoying, and I'm not interested in coaxing someone's ego all day. Doesn't like animals. What kind of human are you if you do not like animals? What is something you had in high school that you wished you had now? Being able to eat lunch with my friends for 5 days a week. Optimism. While things do look pretty bleak, I'm sure you'll get it back someday. Time seemed to go so slowly back then. I'd love the feeling of endless summers again. 90s simplicity and music and no social media. Well, listen, pal, if we didn't have social media, you wouldn't have Reddit to be able to type this, so... Youth! We do have our top analyst looking for the fountain of youth, so hopefully we'll get it to you soon. My entire life ahead of me. My right eyeball. Oh, okay, you can't just say that and not give us the story. What is the most Reddit answer to any question? Oh boy, I'm guessing it's gonna be this. That one guy's dead wife. You know what? Actually, yeah, that is. You should break up. This. I came here for this. There it is, folks. We got it. Tell me your ex without telling me. I am kind of sick of that format. Why don't you just Google it? No, that's my response to most of my family members. Keanu Reeves. He's wholesome. Your mom is clearly exhibiting traits of narcissistic personality disorder. Cut her off and never interact with your family again. Get therapy. I'm thinking about it, okay? A moral superiority flex while simultaneously sounding like a condescending douchebag. Yeah, that fits the bill. Who has the most instantly recognizable voice? I mean, I can't say me because I don't know. Morgan Freeman. Well, yeah, of course. Darth Vader, aka James Earl Jones. David Attenborough. Michael Jackson. Imagine getting a voicemail from him. How's it going? Pick up some milk on your way home. Simona. I might have made him sound a little too feminine there, but whatever. Dolly Parton. Sean Connery. I haven't heard his voice in so long, so I'd probably miss it. Christopher Walken. It's not so much his voice, more so his speech pattern. Seth Rogen. God, I wish I could do a Seth Rogen impression so bad. Kermit T. Frog. Yeah, I mean, this is the closest you're gonna get out of me for that, so, yeah. Samuel L. Jackson, motherfucker. Whoa, calm down, Jesus. What cults are active on Reddit? Come on, if you're gonna have a cult, you've gotta at least set up a subreddit for cult discussions. And they have a point. Crypto, the MAGA cult and all its subcults, incels, Proud Boys, etc., and Scientology seem to be some of the bigger ones that will swoop in on random threads to start r/female dating strategy. Is that a cult, or are you just a conspiracy theorist? Vegans. I don't know if vegans are a cult, sometimes they're annoying. I imagine the incels are now cult level. Definitely the Amish, LOL. Oh my god, I didn't know there was an Amish subreddit and there are no posts, but there are 183,000 members. Does QAnon count? Yes, absolutely it counts. What's your best secret to a happy life? The less you care about things you can't control, the happier you will be. Definitely easier said than done, but not wrong. Never go to stupid places at a stupid time, where stupid people are doing stupid things. If it's not a hell yes, then it's a no. Don't sweat the small stuff. Find people that you want and love to spend time with and have fun with them. If you have a dream or goal, try. Regret is painful. Don't fear failure. Fear regret for never trying. Let go of your ego, your identity, your likes, your pain. You are simply the entity experiencing these things. They are not who you are. Don't pick a fight over petty things. Ideally, none of us are picking fights, but it does have to happen sometimes. Saying thank you to small things. Oh, let me just take my pants off real quick. Thanks, little guy. Positive habits. I make my bed every morning, do my best at work, and then work out every evening. That's great that it works for you, but you cannot make me go go to the gym. Do what you love often. It doesn't matter how busy you are. Make time for it. All pretty sound advice, I'd say. What album/soundtrack do you feel has no bad songs on it? Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, and Wish You Were Here. Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. Just, oh yeah, like perfect. Carole King, Tapestry. Ride the Lightning by Metallica. Thriller. I don't remember the songs on the Thriller album. I feel dumb now. The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. 2014, Forest Hills Drive by J. Cole. Weird Al, Yankovic in 3D. Daft Punk, Random Access Memories. Oh my god, it's too good, really. How to Train Your Dragon. That music makes me cry every time. Oh yeah, DreamWorks always goes so hard on their soundtracks. You can bring back any discontinued food item. What do you choose? Original Butterfingers. Are Butterfingers different now? I was not aware. McDonald's fries cooked in tallow. Excuse me, what? McDonald Land cookies. McDonald Land? Am I living in a different timeline? PB crisps. I've never heard of any of these. Philadelphia snack bars. Fucking Choco Tacos. I never really liked Choco Tacos myself. Jello pudding pops, but with a new spokesperson. That Rice Krispie Treat cereal where it was all clumped up and marshmallowy. I've never heard of that, but god, I want it. The old opaque blue Scooby-Doo gummies. I want Pizza Hut to taste like it did in the 80s and 90s. Haven't been in years. They just aren't good anymore. Volcano sauce from Taco Bell. Did they not just rename it to the Diablo sauce? I'm not super aware. Who gets too much attention while not contributing anything? Influencers. Alright, people. We're gonna need to define what an influencer is. Politicians. They love little quotes and clips to promote their careers while accomplishing nothing. Probably the royal family in the UK. Like, do they do anything? Or are they purely ceremonial at this point? The Kardashians. I mean, in a sense, they're contributing to the fashion industry, but like, I don't know how or care. Any YouTube or TV content that consists of a family doing mundane things. I don't need to live vicariously through someone who's just shopping at the grocery store, then eating some of the food. Does this exist? That sounds so boring. TikTokers. Again, I think we're gonna have to define what a TikToker is because a lot of people make videos. There are just some that get, paid by the platform. Babies. Freeloaders. That's what I've been saying. My mother-in-law during family functions. What's your favorite butterfly effect? I ate too much beef jerky, so it led to my bathroom getting renovated. LMAO, that's not what I expected. Space shuttle design is based on width of a horse's I'm sorry, I'm gonna need to see a source on that, unless the source is you made it up. Someone ate a bat, which led to me birthing my soulmate. Interesting how Ozzy contributed. A really, really bad volcanic eruption saved Eminem's music career. Fragile male ego calls out Greta Thunberg on Twitter, and we all know how that ended. Hundreds of millions of years ago, some fish crawled out of water, and now I have to go to work. I'm sorry, that's your favorite? You don't sound very happy about it. Posting to Reddit. People can go nuts in the comments sometimes. Well, what else is the internet for? What is a movie you will never watch again? Schindler's List. Fantastic movie, but definitely a one-time thing for me. It is a fantastic movie, but it is also long and extremely depressing, and I'm thinking of ending things. I forgot this was a movie title, so I got a little concerned. Sausage Party. Yeah, that movie should have never existed. Grave of the Fireflies. Man, I have a young son and a young daughter, and that movie messed me up big time. My daughter wasn't born yet at the time. I do still need to watch it, but I don't know if I want to cry. Dragon Ball Evolution. Oh good, another movie that should never have existed. I Am Legend. That damn dog scene. That movie had an everlasting effect on me when it really shouldn't have. Requiem for a Dream, of course. My roommate says the same thing. I haven't seen it, but I hear it's just really messed up. I will force myself to What Dreams May Come, but damn is it sad. Teeth. I'm sorry, you watched it at all? Movie 43. The only way I'll watch this movie again is by watching select clips from the movie, because I think it had good bits, but yeah, no. The new Jurassic World. They sold me a movie about dinosaurs in the city and gave me a movie about locusts. No. I should have had a spoiler on there, but I guess it is old at this point. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Caused a week-long depression. I've watched that movie a bit too many times. It's a good kind of pain, you know? American Beauty. It was the first rated R movie I ever saw at way too young an age, and it really disturbed me. And now as an adult, I have no interest in revisiting it cause, you know, Kevin Spacey. That's a fair point. Joker. Amazing film, but you really only need to go through that story one time. What is extremely worth the money, but no one ever talks about? A generator for your home in case you lose electricity for a protracted period of time. Protracted? Is that the right? Did you mean to say something else? Sleep. If I could sleep forever, I would, but I guess that's called dying, so. Good shoes. Bad shoes will trash your whole body. Dental teeth cleaning. Avoid cavities. As someone who needs to get a crown soon, yeah, please brush your teeth. One of those drain snakes. Man, what a disgusting lifesaver. I desperately need to get one of those, because with long hair, shower drains like to eat it. Electric toothbrush. I haven't seen if it actually helps improve how clean your teeth get, but I still like the feeling. Warming up and warming down after sports will save you a whole heap of problems after 30. Therapy. I'm thinking about it, okay? Get off my back. Regular checkups at the doctor. Many issues are way easier to deal with early. Bidet. Just do it. Legally, I don't think they can use that tagline. That's Nike. But anyways, yeah, I do want a bidet. Eating healthier is definitely worth the perceived extra cost. If done right, it's actually cheaper than constantly eating fast food. I mean, of course it's cheaper than eating fast food, but in the moment, it's really hard to conceptualize it, you know? A $1 back scratcher from Walmart. God, that actually sounds so good right now. You know, I'm actually gonna go run to Walmart real quick, so I gotta go. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, my name has been Brandon, and I'll talk to you another day. Bye-bye.